Today, my friends, we open the doors to a world where tiny pieces of metal carry giant stories, a world filled with forgotten treasures, hidden errors, and coins worth far more than anyone ever imagined. Here on HD Rare Coins 111, we don't just show coins, we reveal the mysteries they've kept buried for decades. So get ready, because the coin you're about to discover might be sitting in someone's pocket right now, waiting for the right eyes to notice its true value. Stay with me, stay focused, and let's begin this incredible journey into the heart of American coin history, where every shine, every scratch, and every small detail has a story to tell and a treasure to reveal. Top 1. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in the United States quarter collection, the Washington State Quarter from Arizona, released in 2008. Now, for coin enthusiasts and collectors, this is not just any quarter. This coin carries a story of heritage, culture, and artistry that is embedded right into its metal. As you hold it in your hand, you are holding a piece of history, a tiny yet powerful symbol of Arizona's unique contribution to the United States. So, grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and let's explore why the Arizona Quarter is capturing the hearts of collectors across the nation. The Washington State Quarter series itself was a part of the 50 State Quarters program, launched in 1999, which aimed to celebrate each state's heritage, landmarks, and symbols in coin form. By the time Arizona's turn came in 2008, collectors were eagerly anticipating what design would represent the Grand Canyon State. And what the U.S. Mint delivered was nothing short of spectacular. On the reverse side of the Arizona Quarter, you see the striking image of the Grand Canyon, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, etched in remarkable detail. In the foreground, a saguaro cactus stands tall, symbolizing the deserts of Arizona, while a soaring bird reminds us of the natural wildlife that thrives in this rugged landscape. Every detail in this coin, from the jagged canyon edges to the delicately etched sky, shows the skill and artistry of the engravers. It's not just a coin, it's a miniature work of art that represents the state's grandeur. Now, for collectors, rarity and condition are everything. While the Arizona Quarter had a relatively high mintage, certain characteristics make some of these coins highly sought after. For instance, error coins from this series can fetch incredible attention at auctions. One of the most notable errors seen in Arizona quarters is the double die variety, where elements of the design appear doubled when viewed closely under magnification. This can occur on the inscriptions or even parts of the canyon itself. Coins with strong doubling on Arizona or E pluribus unum are extremely rare and can become the centerpiece of any collection. Another fascinating aspect for collectors is die cracks and planchet flaws. Some Arizona quarters were struck with minor cracks in the die, resulting in raised lines across the coin's surface. While these imperfections might seem like mistakes, they actually increase a coin's desirability. Each flaw tells a story of the minting process and gives a coin individuality, something collectors crave in a world of mass production. In terms of circulation, most Arizona quarters appear with minor wear and tear, but uncirculated examples are especially prized. A pristine, brilliant uncirculated coin from 2008 can command higher prices at auctions, particularly if it is graded highly by professional services. The sharpness of the canyon's ridges, the clarity of the cactus, and the overall luster all play into the coin's appeal. For anyone building a collection of state quarters, the Arizona coin is essential. Not only does it commemorate the state's iconic landmarks, but it also represents the broader story of America's commitment to celebrating its diverse regions through currency. Coin collectors often note that the Arizona Quarter is one of the best examples of combining natural beauty with precision engraving. It's a coin that can spark conversation, admiration, and even inspire younger generations to appreciate the artistry of U.S. coins. And here's a little secret for avid collectors: watching for error varieties, like double dies, missing elements, or die cracks, can significantly increase the value of what might seem like an everyday quarter. Some collectors have even discovered Arizona quarters with faintly doubled canyon lines, a subtle anomaly that could be worth a small fortune in the right circles. The excitement of discovering a rare variant is part of what makes collecting so thrilling. Every coin could hide a unique story waiting to be unveiled. When you look at the Arizona Quarter, remember it is more than just pocket change. It is a symbol of Arizona's grandeur, a piece of U.S. history, and potentially a valuable collector's item. If you have one in your collection, examine it closely under good lighting. Look for any unusual marks, double designs, or imperfections. Even minor irregularities can dramatically impact the coin's worth. And if you happen to have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, congratulations, you may be holding a piece of history that many collectors are willing to compete for. For those interested in auction values, the Arizona 2008 Washington State Quarter generally ranges from a few dollars for circulated examples to significantly higher for error coins and uncirculated specimens. Rare error varieties, especially those with prominent doubling or die cracks, have been known to sell for several times the original face value at auctions, making them a valuable addition to any serious collection. So, coin lovers, next time you reach for your change, take a moment to examine it closely. You never know if you might be holding a tiny treasure, a piece of history, and a potential investment. Comment about your own coins so our channel can provide information about them. Make sure to subscribe to HD Rare Coins 111 and comment below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Arizona Quarter. The real market price and auction value for the 2008 Arizona Washington State Quarter is typically around $2 for circulated coins, but can reach up to $100 or more for uncirculated or rare error varieties. Top 2. We are diving into the fascinating world of United States coins, focusing on one of the most captivating pieces in the 50-state quarters program, the Washington State Quarter for Louisiana, released in 2002. If you are a coin collector or someone who appreciates the beauty and history of U.S. currency, this is a coin you need to know about. The Louisiana Quarter is more than just a small silver-colored disc. It is a reflection of the state's rich culture, history, and natural treasures, beautifully captured in metal. The Louisiana Quarter was the fourth coin released in the second year of the 50-state quarters program. Its design is a tribute to the Pelican State, featuring the brown pelican, Louisiana's official state bird, perched gracefully in flight over the state's waters. The brown pelican is a symbol of resilience and the unique wildlife that thrives in the state's diverse ecosystems. Surrounding the pelican, you can see the intricate details of Louisiana's wetlands and rivers, reminding us of the state's vital role in the ecology and history of America. The artistry and attention to detail on this coin make it not just currency, but a miniature work of art. For collectors, the Louisiana Quarter holds particular interest because of both its beauty and its potential for rarity. While the mintage for this coin was high, certain factors can make some examples more valuable than others. One of the most exciting aspects for collectors is the presence of error coins. Error coins occur during the minting process and can include double dies, die cracks, missing elements, or misaligned strikes. That a double die Louisiana Quarter, for example, might show doubling on the inscriptions like Louisiana or E pluribus unum. These coins are relatively rare and highly sought after because they display a noticeable doubling of the letters or design elements when examined closely. Die cracks, on the other hand, appear as raised lines on the coin's surface caused by cracks in the minting die. These unique imperfections, though accidental, add character and rarity, making the coin a must-have for serious collectors. Another factor that collectors pay close attention to is the coin's condition. Circulated Louisiana quarters, while charming, often show wear from years of use. However, uncirculated coins, with their sharp details and brilliant luster, are considered far more valuable. The crisp lines on the pelican, the clear contours of its wings, and the intricate depiction of the waterways all contribute to the coin's aesthetic and collectible value. If you are lucky enough to have an uncirculated Louisiana quarter, especially one graded highly by a professional grading service, you are holding a piece of history in near-perfect condition. Beyond errors and condition, Louisiana quarters have other fascinating variations that collectors love to study. For instance, the orientation of the pelican, subtle differences in the water lines, and even slight variations in the edges can all affect a coin's rarity and desirability. Collectors often examine coins under magnification for these subtle differences, hunting for those that could be worth more than their face value. The thrill of discovering a rare variation is part of what makes coin collecting such an exciting hobby. The Louisiana quarter is also significant for its place in the broader narrative of the 50-state quarters program. Each state was given the chance to showcase what makes it unique, and Louisiana did so with elegance and symbolism. The pelican represents more than wildlife, it represents care, protection, and community, values deeply rooted in Louisiana's history and culture. Holding this quarter in your hand is like holding a small emblem of the state's identity, a tangible connection to Louisiana's rich heritage. Collectors often recommend that you look at your Louisiana quarters carefully. Some error coins can be easily overlooked in everyday circulation. If you find a coin with doubled letters, a die crack, or even an unusual striking, it could be significantly more valuable than a regular circulated quarter. These anomalies make collecting coins both challenging and rewarding because each coin is unique, and the right discovery can be a highlight of a collection. For those thinking about market value, the Louisiana quarter is generally accessible for collectors, but the price varies depending on condition and rarity. Circulated coins are typically worth slightly above face value, while uncirculated coins, especially those graded professionally, can command higher prices. Error coins, particularly those with noticeable doubling or die cracks, are even more valuable and can attract significant attention in coin auctions. The excitement comes not just from the monetary value, but from owning a piece of history that is rare and distinctive. Coin lovers, this is your chance to connect with the history, art, and rarity of American coins. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer curious about the 50-state quarters program, the Louisiana quarter from 2002 offers beauty, intrigue, and potential value. Examine your coins carefully, learn to identify errors and unique variations, and appreciate the story behind each design. Comment about your own coins so our channel can provide information about them. Make sure to subscribe to HD Rare Coins 111 and comment below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Louisiana quarter. The real market price and auction value for the 2002 Louisiana-Washington State quarter is typically around $2 for circulated examples, while uncirculated or rare error varieties can reach up to $50 or more. Top 3. We are going to explore a fascinating piece of United States coin history, the Washington State quarter from Mississippi, released in 2002. This is not just a simple quarter you might find in your pocket, it is a symbol of Mississippi's unique heritage, artistry, and identity, captured in metal. For coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and anyone who appreciates the stories behind U.S. currency, the Mississippi quarter offers an incredible journey into the culture and pride of the Magnolia State. The Mississippi quarter was part of the famous 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008 and celebrated the history, culture, and landmarks of each state. Released in 2002, the Mississippi quarter was designed to honor the state's natural beauty and historical significance. On the reverse side, the coin features a magnolia blossom, the official state flower, resting elegantly on the surface. Surrounding it is the inscription, Mississippi, and the state motto, In God We Trust. The design is simple yet striking, capturing the elegance and symbolism of the magnolia, which has long been associated with hospitality, resilience, and southern charm. Collectors are particularly drawn to the Mississippi quarter not only for its design but also for its potential rarity and the excitement of error coins. Error coins are a treasure trove for collectors because they are unintentional mistakes during the minting process. One of the most sought-after errors in the Mississippi quarter is the double die variety. This occurs when certain elements, like the word Mississippi or the state motto, appear doubled under magnification. These coins are rare and highly prized because the doubling adds a unique characteristic that cannot be replicated. Another intriguing error collectors look for is die cracks. These raised lines appear when the minting die develops cracks, leaving distinctive marks across the coin's surface. Die cracks may be subtle or pronounced, and even a small crack can significantly increase a coin's value in the eyes of collectors. Some Mississippi quarters also show slight variations in the bloom of the magnolia or in the spacing of the letters, and these subtle differences make certain coins highly desirable. Each coin tells a story of the minting process, capturing a moment in time that is unique to that specific piece. Condition plays a huge role in determining a Mississippi quarter's value. Circulated coins, while charming, often show signs of wear that slightly dull the details of the magnolia and lettering. Uncirculated coins, on the other hand, are highly sought after because they maintain their original luster, sharpness, and brilliance. Professional coin grading services evaluate these coins for minute details, and a high-grade uncirculated Mississippi quarter can become a centerpiece in any collection. For collectors, the thrill is not only in finding a flawless coin but also in discovering subtle variations or errors that make a common coin extraordinary. Imagine holding a Mississippi quarter in your hand and noticing the faint doubling of letters or a tiny die crack running along the petals of the magnolia. These anomalies create excitement and value, transforming an everyday coin into a rare collectible. Every coin has a story to tell, and finding a rare Mississippi quarter is like uncovering a hidden piece of American history. The Mississippi quarter is also significant because it represents the state's identity within the broader narrative of the 50 State Quarters program. Each coin in the series was carefully crafted to reflect something unique about the state it represents. For Mississippi, the magnolia blossom symbolizes the state's natural beauty, resilience, and tradition of Southern hospitality. Holding this quarter is like holding a miniature tribute to the state itself, a tangible connection to its culture and heritage. Collectors should always examine their coins closely. Sometimes the most valuable coins are hiding in plain sight, tucked among other change. Look for double dies, die cracks, or any unusual striking differences, and always compare with known error varieties. Coins that display these characteristics are often worth far more than their face value and can be auctioned to enthusiastic collectors around the world. Even subtle differences in letter spacing, bloom shape, or metal quality can make a big difference in value. For those looking to invest in or expand a collection, the Mississippi 2002 quarter is an excellent choice. Circulated coins generally have a modest market value, but uncirculated coins or those with noticeable errors can be significantly more valuable. Collectors prize these coins not just for their monetary worth, but for the story and history they represent. Owning a Mississippi quarter with a rare error is like owning a tiny piece of history that cannot be replicated, a true treasure for any collector. So, coin enthusiasts, whether you are a seasoned collector or someone who has just started exploring the fascinating world of coins, the Mississippi quarter from 2002 is a must-see. Examine your coins closely, learn to identify errors and variations, and appreciate the artistry behind every design. Comment about your own coins so our channel can provide information about them. Make sure to subscribe to HD Rare Coins 111 and comment below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this detailed journey into the Mississippi quarter. The real market price and auction value for the 2002 Mississippi-Washington State quarter is typically around $2 for circulated coins, while uncirculated examples and rare error varieties can reach up to $60 or more. Top 4. We are going to take an exciting journey into the world of United States coins, focusing on a piece that combines history, art, and collectible value, the Washington State Quarter for Rhode Island, released in 2001. For anyone passionate about coins or fascinated by American history, this coin is more than pocket change. It's a miniature treasure that tells the story of Rhode Island, the ocean state, through carefully crafted design and symbolism. Whether you are a serious collector or simply curious about the 50 State Quarters program, this coin deserves your attention. The Rhode Island Quarter was the second coin released in the series in 2001. Its reverse design features a beautiful depiction of the Rhode Island coastline with a vintage sailboat gliding across the waters. The sailboat represents the state's rich maritime history and its deep connection to the Atlantic Ocean. Behind the boat, you can see the waves subtly engraved, adding depth and realism to the design. This coin's artistry captures Rhode Island's identity as a seafaring state, celebrating its cultural and historical significance. The inscription, Rhode Island, and the state motto, Hope, are elegantly placed, completing a design that is simple yet meaningful, symbolic of the state's optimistic spirit. Collectors are especially drawn to the Rhode Island quarter because, while it was widely circulated, certain examples exhibit characteristics that make them rare and valuable. Error coins are a major point of interest for enthusiasts. One notable type of error is the double die. This occurs when some elements of the coin, like the word Rhode Island or Hope, appear doubled when examined under magnification. Coins with a strong doubling effect are highly prized because they are scarce and represent a unique moment in the minting process. Another type of collectible anomaly is die cracks. During the minting process, dies can develop tiny cracks, which appear as raised lines or ridges on the coin's surface. Some Rhode Island quarters display these die cracks across the sails, the water, or even the lettering. Each crack is unique, giving the coin individuality that mass-produced coins rarely have. Some collectors have reported seeing variations where the sailboat appears slightly off-center, creating what is known as a misstrike, which can also increase the coin's value. Condition is another critical factor for collectors. Circulated coins show wear on the sails and lettering, which can slightly reduce their collectible value. Uncirculated coins, however, retain their original luster and crisp details, making them highly desirable. Coins graded by professional services for sharpness, detail, and brilliance can command higher prices in the market, especially if they also display rare errors. Beyond errors and condition, some Rhode Island quarters have subtle variations in the waves or in the spacing of letters that appeal to advanced collectors. These minor differences can create a sense of uniqueness for the coin, making it more than just a quarter but a collectible item with a story. The thrill of finding a rare error or variation is one of the reasons coin collecting is such an addictive and rewarding hobby. Each coin you examine has the potential to hold a secret, waiting for the observant collector to uncover. The Rhode Island quarter also stands out for its historical and cultural significance. It represents a state with deep maritime roots, a place where trade, fishing, and navigation shaped its history. The sailboat is a tribute to that heritage, and the word hope embodies the spirit of the people who built and sustained the state over centuries. Owning this coin allows collectors to hold a tangible piece of Rhode Island's legacy in their hands, connecting them to a rich and storied past. For collectors, the best way to maximize the value of their Rhode Island quarters is to carefully inspect each coin for errors, variations, and signs of quality. Look closely at the letters, the sailboat, and the waves. Even small anomalies can make a coin significantly more valuable than a standard circulated example. Coins with double dies, die cracks, misstrikes, or exceptional uncirculated condition can be the highlight of a collection and often fetch premium prices at auctions. The Rhode Island quarter is not only a piece of history but also a symbol of the art, precision, and storytelling behind American coinage. Every detail, from the engraved waves to the sails of the boat, reflects the craftsmanship and dedication of the U.S. Mint. Coin collectors who appreciate the blend of history, artistry, and rarity will find this coin a fascinating addition to their collection. So, if you are passionate about coins, history, or collecting, the Rhode Island 2001 quarter is a treasure worth exploring. Examine your coins carefully, look for rare errors, and appreciate the story and artistry captured in this small yet powerful piece of currency. Comment about your own coins so our channel can provide information about them. Make sure to subscribe to HD Rare Coins 111 and comment below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this detailed exploration of the Rhode Island quarter. The real market price and auction value for the 2001 Rhode Island Washington State quarter is typically around $2 for circulated coins, while uncirculated examples and rare error varieties can reach up to $70 or more. Top 5. We are going to explore one of the most historically rich and collectible coins in the United States 50 State Quarter series, the Washington State Quarter from Virginia, released in the year 2000. This coin is far more than just pocket change. It is a small but powerful symbol of Virginia's role in American history, representing both its colonial past and its significance in the foundation of the United States. For collectors, history enthusiasts, and anyone who appreciates finely crafted coins, the Virginia quarter is a treasure worth discovering. And today, we're going to dive deep into what makes it so special. The Virginia quarter was part of the 50 State Quarters program, launched in 1999, which sought to celebrate the unique history, culture, and symbols of each state. Released in 2000, Virginia's coin was the 11th in the series, and it immediately caught the attention of collectors due to its striking design and rich historical context. On the reverse side, the coin features three notable ships, the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery. These ships carried the first English settlers to Jamestown in 1607, marking the beginning of permanent English colonization in what would become the United States. The design captures the ships in meticulous detail, with carefully etched sails, rigging, and hulls, highlighting the skill of the engravers. Collectors are particularly drawn to the Virginia quarter for both its beauty and its potential rarity. While the coin had a relatively high mintage, certain examples are highly sought after due to minting errors or exceptional condition. One of the most fascinating errors is the double die variety. In these rare coins, the inscriptions, such as Virginia or E pluribus unum, may appear slightly doubled when viewed under magnification. These subtle anomalies can significantly increase a coin's value and make it a centerpiece in any collection. Another type of collectible error is die cracks, which occur when the minting die develops tiny fissures during production. These cracks show up as raised lines on the surface of the coin and are considered highly desirable by collectors, especially when they intersect the ships or lettering. Misstrikes, off-center coins, or minor planchet imperfections also add to a coin's intrigue, creating a unique and rare collectible that stands out from ordinary circulation coins. Condition is critical for collectors. Circulated Virginia quarters often show minor wear on the sails or lettering, reducing their aesthetic appeal and market value. Uncirculated coins, however, retain their original sharpness, luster, and detail, making them highly desirable. Coins graded by professional services for their condition can command premium prices, especially if they exhibit rare error features. Collectors often advise examining the coin under good lighting and magnification to detect even the most subtle anomalies that could make a coin worth significantly more. Beyond errors and condition, subtle variations in the ship's details or the spacing of letters can make a difference for advanced collectors. Coins with slightly more pronounced sails, sharper rigging lines, or stronger lettering can attract attention and enhance the value. The thrill of discovering a rare error or a subtle variation is part of what makes collecting these coins so exciting. Every coin carries the potential for a story, a history, and even a unique monetary value that ordinary circulation coins do not possess. The Virginia quarter is also historically significant because it represents a state that played a pivotal role in the founding of the United States. Jamestown was the first permanent English settlement, and the 3 ships immortalized on the coin symbolize the courage, ambition, and determination of those early settlers. Holding this coin is like holding a tangible connection to a moment in history that shaped the nation. For collectors, it's more than a quarter, it's a miniature monument to Virginia's legacy and to the spirit of exploration and settlement that defined early America. For collectors looking to maximize the value of their Virginia quarters, careful inspection is essential. Look for double dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, or any unusual features. Even minor differences can dramatically increase a coin's desirability and auction value. Coins in uncirculated condition, particularly those with rare mint errors, can become prized centerpieces of collections and attract attention from coin enthusiasts worldwide. Owning a Virginia 2000 quarter is also a lesson in the artistry of coin design. The ships, the waves, and the lettering all reflect the meticulous craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, demonstrating how coins are more than currency. They are small works of art that carry stories, history, and culture. For coin lovers, the Virginia quarter is a perfect example of how a seemingly simple piece of metal can encapsulate centuries of heritage and intrigue. So, coin enthusiasts and collectors, whether you are a seasoned collector or someone beginning to explore the fascinating world of coins, the Virginia quarter from 2000 is a must-have. Examine your coins carefully, look for rare errors, appreciate the historical significance, and enjoy the artistry captured in every detail. Comment about your own coins so our channel can provide information about them. Make sure to subscribe to HD Rare Coins 111 and comment below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this in-depth exploration of the Virginia quarter. The real market price and auction value for the 2000 Virginia Washington State quarter is typically around $2 for circulated coins, while uncirculated examples and rare error varieties can reach up to $100 or more.